Boy P Fresh, 129 You already know.
All right. So it's a lot of talk about your new video. Tell the people about that, man. How did that come about?
Hey man, we Harlem
Yeah.
trendsetters, B. So we just had to
Right.
we had to go to the West Coast and smoke some of the best weed and be around some of the nicest women and put it on for Kobe. You know what I'm saying? R.P. to Kobe Bryant. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Did you feel um like you went to LA and did it better than Biggie or better than Pac?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't go that far. I feel like I was feeling the California vibes though, for sure though.
Did you put on Dickies and all that? Like, was you like into it in that regard? Like, was you like that deep into it?
Well, I mean, I was Harlem in Cali. You know what I'm saying? When I go out
Right,
and
right.
when I where I'm Harlem. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we stand out. You feel me? So me or who, you know what I'm saying? If you was to go out to Cali and with your swagger, it's gonna be a difference. It's gonna be different for them. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a fact. I shared
But
on my
yeah, man.
last I shared on my last show. I was sharing with them that I heard you rap for the first time. This had to be about, I want to say, '05. Um,
Yeah.
um, I knew that you was supposed to be it then. Um, like what took you so long?
Yo, man, I appreciate those words for real. For me, I would say, shit, life, man. Life is crazy, man. You never know what the hell is gonna happen. You just gotta be able to adjust and survive. As for me, I come from the projects, St. Nick. You know,
Right.
I ain't had the best. I just knew I wanted to get out and I wanted to be better. I ain't want to be, you know, stuck on the block. Niggas done did that already. So I just wanted to elevate. That was my motivation, just getting out.
Um, tell me some of your musical influences.
Well, I mean, of course, I would say Biggie, Jay Z, and Nas, but I mean, of course, we got Big L from Harlem and Killer Cam in
Hello.
his prime. And, you know, I want to, I want, I'm gonna take you back when Mace was popping. That's who influenced me. I ain't gonna just say, you know, it was just Jadakiss, Styles P, all them niggas, all the real spitters.
Do you know how to do the LB since you mentioned Mace?
Oh hell, come on, man! I'm from uptown, baby. I can do it
Right,
all.
right. Right. Now I just had to ask. You know what I'm saying? I don't do none of that shit. I two step.
Two step. I feel
I,
you. I
um,
was
do
definitely
you
was definitely in LA with my rollies in the sky, waving side to side. You know what I'm saying? On my
right?
puffy.
Do you have any family members that kind of influence your music career, or do they like rap or anything that make you want to keep it going for them or for you?
Oh yeah, I feel like there's a whole bunch of family members. I don't even know where to start. Even as for you, I see. You always been an ambitious person. You always been into a whole lot of things. I'm like, damn, this nigga got 1,000 hustles. I gotta step my game up. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't matter. When I mean hustle, I don't mean just you feel me street shit. I mean like right here there's a platform. It's a dope platform. You know what I'm saying? You got the MTA flow. It's a lot of different ways you can flow, and I always wanted to be a Harlem trendsetter like that too. So that motivates me. You know what I'm saying? And my cousin Ross, I would say, he's real big into the bars. He always told me like, yo, nigga, if you gonna spit, spit some bars. let niggas know, with them heavy hitters. And his son Keyshawn, he's fire too. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all of them.
What
Real
ab-
talk.
what about Antoine?
Well, see, Antoine, he been quiet lately, but he got some shit with him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hear no new shit from him in a minute, but I'm pretty sure if he come out with some hot shit right now, it should be fire.
You ever thought about doing a track um where you had like, because you said Ross, so you ever thought about doing a track where you had Ross like kind of do the ad libs, or just lay down his vocals, and then you and Keyshawn kind of just like punish the track?
Yeah, that should be fire. I always thought of doing that, but everybody
You could
got
name that.
their,
You could
I
name it
gotta give
Family Affair.
them family affair. That's fire. That's fire. I
Oh,
gotta give them at one time. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to be in the studio at one time. I don't want nobody sending no files, none of that. You know what I'm saying?
right. I mean, I got it's
So we
crazy. I
gonna
got a studio. I got a dope engineer. My man, y'all look out for my man Benjamin Keys or whatever. Benj Keys. He's an engineer. He's a singer. More so an engineer and all that. Um, whenever you come to the city or whatever, man, we could go down there and just play around, have fun. Why
yeah.
not?
Now I'm here though. I'm here on the low. That's what I was telling you. I could pull up on you. I just been, moving around. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tell everybody I was here, but I let you know because you family.
Right. You anything new that the people should look forward to hearing from you?
Well, right now we got an album out. It's called the '88 album. It's on all platforms, Tidal, Spotify, whatever you got, Amazon. We got 8 songs and 4 videos, so that's pretty good. But we working on a fifth video, and this fifth video, it might be in Puerto Rico, it might be in Atlanta, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause this gonna be for the strip club. You know what I'm saying? This
Right.
is the twerk.
Um,
This is for the twerk music.
this this for the twerkers.
For the twerkers. You know what I'm saying? It's getting summertime,
So you
so
taking it. You taking it back. You taking it back to when Lil Wayne only had one line, and after you back it up, it's the what?
that's it. I pop bottles and have some fun. You feel me? Like
Right, right. um,
some gotta
you
take
wanna give them a
care.
preview of one of your songs or videos real quick?
Oh yeah. Hold on. Let me put something on real quick. Let me see something.
And tell them the name and all that, where they can find it at. You know what I'm saying, for your videos.
I got you. Turn it on. Hold on.
While he doing that, I wanna tell us, as soon as this interview is done or whatever, I will send this to Ross personally or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
I
dope.
had
That's love
I
right
had
there.
I had Uncle Tudor on this shit about a month ago or whatever. And
Oh, word?
it
You
was
got that?
fun. That shit was so much fun.
What? He texted me just now, like, yo, you did the joint with Ant? I said, yo, hold on, man. I got you. We gonna send you the footage and all that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's a fact. This joint is gonna be on YouTube as soon as we done. You can send it
Man,
to
what the fuck
anybody you want. Tell a friend, man.
is up with this shit? Oh, all right, here we go. Finally, let me see. Let me see. I'm gonna start out with In the Air. This joint is called
Okay.
In the Air. Check it out. It's on YouTube. Shot a video in Cali, Sunset Boulevard. You can hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Alright. I got like a little baby stereo, but don't worry, I'm gonna bring him to the studio. Harlem. And my man from 34th Street, 34th and 8th. Just so y'all know. It's all Harlem. You know it's Harlem. We throwing that money in the air, baby.
Right.
Yeah. Telling you what the game missing. No mumbling, just lyricism, the same difference. Yeah. I'm just wishing you could have came with us. Cause the money and fame are never changing us. Go stream that. Spotify, YouTube, all that. Whatever you got. Throw the motherfucking money in the air. Stacks got them stacks, nigga.
Nah, don't tell people that, man. Don't tell people that. They gonna want the whole song.
Oh, come on, man.
My name broken. It ain't no joke.
Shit. that that's
Yo,
something for the club,
so um, briefly, um, we both know that we both from Harlem or whatever. It's funny that a lot of people generally ask me, like, "Yo, where in Harlem you from?" And I always say, "Harlem is a world, ain't no separations or whatever."
Yeah, real shit.
I'm saying, like, I'm one of them Harlem dudes that could go anywhere in Harlem. Um, but how do you feel, right? It's a two-part question or whatever. So how do you feel being from Harlem and a lot of the movies that come out show a high level of Harlem dudes telling. So it kind of helps to make all Harlem dudes look like rats, right? But then
Yeah,
we in this new era where like telling is the thing. Like, how do you feel being from Harlem, knowing that they refer to us in such low grading regard, and then the era of telling is like here, like it's like a fashion statement.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's very unfortunate, you know what I'm saying, to just put, rat and Harlem in the same sentence. Unfortunately, we had some cases where some cats, squealed and all of that. But that don't mean that everybody in the community in the hood is telling. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like the case with 6ix9ine. Like he's a rat, but he's from Brooklyn. You know what I mean? All niggas from Brooklyn is rats. No, but at the end of the day, like what I'm saying, the hood don't fuck with rats. You know what I'm saying? And snitches get stitches in my brain. So that's all I always remember. So if if that's what niggas is doing, then shit. I I hope that's not the case, but the real niggas need to come back and show these young cats that you gotta follow the code, follow suit. You know what I'm saying? Never give your mans up,
Right,
never give nobody up. You feel me? So that's why the shit is so fucked up now.
right. Um,
You know what I mean?
um, quickly, I wanna briefly just get you to touch on this, right? So, and this, I'm just going back real quick. So, you said that you kind of admired that, seeing that I was a hustler or whatever. Um,
Yeah,
my last show, I was speaking of my admiration for you, right? Like, everything that you encountered, everything that you endured, all of this struggle built a hunger for you to want more, to want something different, right? It was like that don't have to be me. You feel me? Like, um,
right.
um. So what keeps you hungry now that you're not in that particular place, right? Like, cause generally we, like, when you get full, you lose hunger for something. How do you keep
Yeah.
the hunger?
How do you stay hungry? Well, I mean, in my case, eh, that's the only thing I know is being hungry. You know what I'm saying? I struggle watching my mom's, abuse drugs and my pops not really be a father. So I've always wanted, more. I always wanted like, oh damn, my parents should be giving me this. I want that. I always was that kid that felt like,
You can let
yo,
me out here.
nah, I need to have more. I don't care if my mom's ain't giving it to me. I'm gonna get it my own. And I always had that mentality. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I think you got the same kind of
Oh
ambitions.
yeah. The
You
struggle
know?
kept me hungry or whatever. But for me, it's crazy because, like, the one thing that keep me hungry is that I want to see all my people win. Feel me? And I always say, like, a win for
Right,
you is a win for me or whatever.
right.
One thing that you don't know about me is that I'm a songwriter, right? So,
Okay.
I was just holding a conversation earlier with somebody there, and they was like, "Yo, do you sell your songs?" I'm like, it depends. You feel me? Because if I got love for a person and I'm doing something that I love, I don't have to sell them music or whatever.
Right, right.
But for a person that I don't know or whatever, I might give them a song for 225, 250 or whatever. But generally, like I said, a win for you is a win for me. I had hoop dreams when I was a kid, and I'm still nice and boy. I still play ball, whatever. But it don't it
Okay.
don't stop me from taking advantage of the opportunity to teach a little kid the correct way to do it. You feel me? Because
Yeah,
we didn't we we didn't fell into this trap watching Steph Curry. Where if you watch a little kid play basketball nowadays, all of them shoot threes. Like,
that's what they
they
want to
trying to pull
do.
from half now.
That's it. That's it.
All right.
There's no more to the high, no more dribbling. They don't want to do none of that. They don't want to play no defense. They
Right.
just
And
want
then
to shoot threes.
for dudes like you and me, I used to play ball with Ali Mo, God bless his soul, Black Widow, my Gaza or whatever.
Rest in peace.
But I don't know if you had the same level of rapport that I had with him. Like, I was with him every single day. Um,
Yeah, nah.
but
I didn't
for
know him that
guys in
well.
our age, huh?
I didn't know Ali Mo that well.
Okay, but for guys in our age bracket, we saw the N1. Like, we got the chance to see N1. We got the chance to see dudes get paid to play ball and look at get the same level of fame as a person that or doing what they love to do or whatever. And that's what's important. You feel me? Um,
Yeah, absolutely,
that
man.
that's kind of what keeps me hungry, because I know for a fact that the opportunity is so near, but people don't know how to take advantage of it or whatever. Um,
Right. A lot of times, people stop right before they get their big break. You just got to keep going. You got to
but
keep
I
going. You got to
but
stay,
I also don't
stay.
want to be the type of person that's trying to live my dream through my kid when I have one. You feel me? Like, um, I know people that never made it to the NBA, but they forced their kid to play basketball.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean, you know, I believe we all have our own destiny. I just had a baby girl, and she's only 8 months. So when she grows up, can't make her want to be what I want her to be, but I'm gonna make sure she can play ball though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If
You
anything
know what's
else,
funny?
yeah,
It's funny that you
yeah,
say that as well because I mentioned that on the last on my show too. I'm like, yo, he just became a dad, and I ain't never get the chance to congratulate you for that, except through Facebook or whatever. Um,
yeah, man.
but I do want to ask, right? Because like I don't have no biological kids. I got a son though that's 15 years old. I've been raising him since he was 4 months old or whatever. And
That's what,
one of the craziest struggles that I've had is that um for all of his life that I've been in his life, I've never had a tug of war with his real father's family until his mom died. Right? Like
mm,
he lived with me for 2 years, and they like they didn't know and they didn't come around then. But his mom died, and like now they got the control, they got all of this stuff, and they won't allow me to be in his life or whatever. So I got a
right,
certain level of emptiness because this is a kid that I was there for. First words, first steps, first days of school, everything. Um,
right.
how did um growing up without a father, so to speak, and your mom uh being there, but um but you know what I'm saying, not like the way that you needed her to be there. How does that affect your outlook on you being a parent, you being a father?
That's a very deep question. But
Let's get deep. Let's get deep, baby.
we tapping into it. But the beauty of it is there's no really no written rule or book on how to be a parent. All you wanna do is be your best that you could be. At the end of the day, no matter what you didn't get, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I was younger, but now we grown men. We in our 30s now. So the emotional,
Hey,
you
yo,
know,
first of all, before, I gotta interrupt you. I want you to keep saying what you're saying, right? But don't
okay,
never
okay.
tell nobody I'm 30, baby. I look 25,
Ah,
man.
so, yo, 30s in the 20s, B.
Nah,
Yo,
go
look,
ahead though, go ahead.
yo, I used to feel like getting older was not it until like this young shorty was like, nah, like, yo, I like older guys. I'm like, yo, so if I was in my 20s, you wouldn't holler at me? Like, nah, I like you because you 32. I'm like, wow, because that means I'm more seasoned. I got more knowledge. I know how to maneuver better. All the mistakes I did in my 20s, that was then. Now it's easy. Now
Right.
we can get a range from 20 to 40. That's as high as I'm going. But
That's crazy.
to the original, back to the original question.
Right, right, right.
I just I wanted better. I struggled, you know, as a kid with my parents, not being happy of how they live in their life, and it affected me for a long time. But I knew that I can't allow them and their mistakes to determine the person that I am and the father that I want to be. I know I want to be
Right,
better, and I am better. So whatever you set your mind to, you can do it. And your parents shouldn't determine if you can do or can't do something.
right. It's funny. I always tell people if you judge me by my past, you telling me I can't learn from my mistakes. Um,
Right,
but I just something else that I just said on the show was, I failed many times, but I'm not a failure, right?
right.
And we spoke about we were speaking about adversity or whatever, coming through adversity or whatever. The trials and tribulations that you encounter are more designed for you to succeed than for you to fail. Um, it's more so a part of the process. For multiple reasons or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And like I said, that's one thing that I always admired about you. That like you always found a way to be different, to do something different. You and I held the conversation about different dudes that's in your neighborhood that you may not have expected me to know or whatever because of my me being from where I'm from. But Harlem's so small, even though it's a big world or whatever,
right.
we had these people in common. right? And here it is that you surrounded by them, right? You got family members that either did drugs or sold drugs. You got friends that sold drugs and did bids, right? And here it is, you
right,
being in your 30s, right? And you're a father now, but the you're not a drug addict. You're not a convicted felon. You're not, you know what I'm saying? Like you different um than the company that you kept. So that birds of a feather flop together kind of thing is kind of false. It's a false narrative, you know what I'm saying, based on your decision making, right?
right.
You fake left and went
That's
right.
that's very that's very powerful what you just said.
Right. Like so, like it's easy for us to hold a conversation about uh all the things that we consider to be gangster based on what the OGs false advertised. Right? Like that's an
Right,
easy conversation. Yo, you see the way he just killed them? Boys in the hood. Yo, y'all want to see a dead body? You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like it created a false reality. But like I said,
They
it's so
tricked us.
powerful to
That's how I
it's
feel.
so powerful
They,
for me, right? It's so powerful for me being a statistic, so to speak, having a father that did jail time and cousins that did jail time and a mom that did jail time and all these different people. The only thing that I really learned from their mistakes really is don't do drugs. So I've never done drugs before. Never
right.
smoked a cigarette. Never smoked weed. Never popped a pill. Like I've never, you know what I'm saying? I'm not
That's
that.
what's
I'm
up.
not that guy. Now
Right,
I
right,
drink plenty of Henny in my life, and I drink champagne
right.
now because every day's a championship game. Like,
Drinking champagne will be thirsty. I
you know
feel you.
what I'm saying? But it shows volumes to have a cousin that's in my age bracket that oh I didn't even mention me being a gang member. I was yo, you know what's funny? I was successful at so many things. It's fun. Like I went from being a regular foot soldier, being blood, to getting stripes. I was the 4-star general. Went from being the 4-star general to being like having like the low. So I was 2 steps behind the OG, right? Then I went from there to actually having the same status as the OG because he gave me my own hood,
Right.
right? But like I said, you were surrounded by this as well, and it just wasn't for you. Like you made the better choice.
Well, I
You feel
mean,
me?
I'm not gonna say I wasn't approached by gang members myself because I was. You know what I'm saying? It was plenty of times where, you know, I'm not gonna say who, but a few niggas came up to me and was like, "Yo, if you don't knock this nigga out, we gonna jump you." So what the fuck I do, nigga? You ain't jumping me. Fuck that. Shit, I had no choice. You know what I'm saying? Like the streets don't give a fuck about nobody. So if you around it, you might get caught up just cause you around it. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I just knew like, yo, there's just certain niggas I can't be around because I feel like I might get in trouble off a next nigga mistake. You know what I'm saying?
Now that's official. That's official. Like I said, man, it speaks volumes, man. For um, I got a sister, right? And y'all have the same name, right?
Yeah,
Um,
that's crazy. I
it,
know
one of
her.
the right. One of the
She's
biggest
wild
struggles that
cool
I
though.
ever
Word.
had.
Your sister.
One of the biggest struggles that I ever had in my life was um her son, her oldest son, Pavillon. That's my nephew. This dude is so intelligent, but he's so he lacks ambition. Like he's different. Well, anyway, she would call me to talk to him about real life stuff, and then when I would talk to him, she would want to jump in. and say different things that I try to tell him that that shit is bullshit, right? So
Yeah.
she will always tell him, "Don't be a follower," and I'm like, that is there's no truth to that. Like, don't be a follower. That sounds stupid to me personally, right? Because it's okay to be a follower if you know what you're following, right? You follow something
Right.
right, you know that you're gonna get compensated by good things.
Right.
But if you make the choice to follow something wrong, you know right from wrong. You was taught right from wrong. Like you can, you know, it's crazy. So anytime me and him would speak, she would jump into it and say some of the most crazy things to me personally or whatever. And I'm like, yo, I can't even really hold a conversation with this kid because it becomes a tug of war. Because I still
Yeah.
have to respect your place as his mom, right?
Right.
Even though I'm his uncle, I still gotta respect your position.
Right.
And hearing what you just said is like it just shows the difference between you knew the difference between following something right and following something wrong, and it helps your decision making. It
Yeah,
helps you to stay
man.
on a straight and narrow. You feel me?
Well, another thing is, what helped me was my cousins. I got a lot of cousins. Like my grandmother had 10 kids, and my mother is the youngest. So imagine how many cousins I really got and aunts. You know what I'm saying? And all my cousins and my uncles, they they ran the street. So I'm like, yo, I just didn't want to be like that. I said, yo, it's too many people going to jail, and I don't want to give my mom that pain. I don't care what she didn't do for me. I'm just not going to do that. And don't get me wrong, I've been arrested a few times, you know what I'm saying? But for some small shit, nobody would know. But ain't no like I ain't no big time like to talk about it, you know what I'm saying? But like on a flip side of it, I just yeah, I ran Harlem too. I was on 112th and 8th, putting shit in the ice box. This is how I got my name P Fresh. I didn't get my name P Fresh off of the radio before I even got to the radio. I was on 112th and 116th. And niggas won't know that unless I tell you. And too many niggas was getting locked up. So I said, yo, I gotta stop hustling before that's me. I want to get fresh. Yes, I want to get fresh, but I don't want to get locked up. So that was my thing.
I
You feel me?
want to get fresh. I don't want to get locked up.
No, no, sir.
That's gangster. You know what's funny? When I used to be out there hustling and gang banging, and I never really cared about none of that shit. I'm like, it come with the territory because,
Right.
and this is what I was about to ask you about or whatever. I'm like, I like to jump from topic to topic or whatever because
Yeah.
even with you being a dude that chose the right life, that you know what I'm saying, the right situations to be a part of and in, um, it's real. You feel me? So,
Yeah.
um, how do you feel when you see these young boys killing each other?
Mm,
That's our complexion. That it's like it could have been
mm.
you, it could have been me, right? Like, how did
Right.
that make you feel?
Yeah, man. That's it's a terrible feeling to have, man. It's very hurtful. And I pray for our people, not just for our young men, but our young women. You know what I'm saying? For the families, for the babies, because if we want to be stronger as a people, we got to number one stop killing each other. How the fuck we gonna build a village and an environment if we keep wiping each other out? I feel like we more prone to fight and get it, you know what I'm saying, get into an argument than it is to actually uplift the other guy. To tell him like, yo, you are doing well. Like, yo, that's fire. Yo, my brother, you blessed. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
hard because a lot of people been through so much struggle and it's through so much pain. When you put that another person that's going through pain, all you're going to see is violence. You know?
Right.
So
Right.
we just got
Right.
to get we just got to get you know take our community back. That's it. We gotta tell, we gotta speak. We gotta like really speak out to the community if we really want to do that. You know.
You know what's funny? Down the hill, 8th Avenue, 7th Avenue, uh, Lenox, those are pretty much the only places in Harlem where it's still Harlem. It's still more majority of African Americans in the community or whatever. Like it's not like in my neighborhood on Broadway where these these white people then moved in and they didn't took over. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like nah, it seemed like they keep they keep a certain level of a force field as the minority on 8th Avenue, 7th Avenue, so on and so forth or whatever. And that speaks volumes to me because it's not like the money changed anything for us as a people. It's us as a people that's allowing it. You feel me? We we
Right.
we just we allow the infiltration and we accept it and embrace it and we are our own worst enemies because just like you said, it's it's harder for us to sit there and um it's harder for us to sit there and hold a conversation and be like, yo, I'm proud of you, my brother, I'm proud of you, my sister. How could I
Right.
invest in how could I be a part of that? Um
Right.
it's harder for us to do those things than for us to sit there and just um hate on each other, so to speak. And it's funny because white people don't do that to each other. Like,
They don't. We're the only people. We're the only culture that does that. You can name not just white people. You go to Hispanics. You go to
word,
Asians.
they
You keep
really do
going.
not. You barely, one of the funniest things in the world, you barely hear a white person even talk about Trump. They don't even be like, oh, he's a
Never.
fucking asshole. I wish I'd have voted for someone else. They really,
Right.
if they do talk about it, they talk about it in the comfortability of being home.
Right. It's quiet. Nobody knows. It's not posted on social media. The neighbors don't know about it. None of that.
Like, but with us, we hate like a motherfucker. We talk. Bill Cosby got locked up. Fucking rapo. Fuck is it? Like we went crazy on Bill Cosby. Poor Bill Cosby. Everything that he did for us as a black people, for black comedians, for black TV show hosts, for black shows generally. Like that shit went out the window when it came to Bill Cosby or whatever. His crime
Yeah.
is hideous, but it just went out the window. You feel me? And we gotta stop doing that. Like we gotta stop bashing each other.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
but I'm waiting to
what
hear
one
some
thing
more
I can.
music too, man. Let me let the people hear something else.
Oh, all right. All right. Okay. Let me bring them back. Let me see, son. Let me turn it up a little, son. We gonna do the take you there. That's on all platforms too. Spotify, YouTube, all that. Title. We got the video out. Check that out. Some bad biddies in that joint. Well, my man King, he live in Atlanta right now, but he Harlem all day. Let's have a conversation. Excuse my approach, but baby, at the pace premeditated that we created. Getting the number really was my anticipation. You know, I got the microphone whenever I be performing on virtually too. We do virtual shows and shit like this. Real shit.
I like this joint.
Good looks, man. Word up. Some real smooth shit. Yeah. Too cool for school. Check my mannerism. Expression behind bars like I'm a man in prison. You gotta have that bread if you wanna handle women. Go straight to their brain. It's like an aneurysm. Change the rhythm. Personality fly as hell. She pulled up in them hills that say YSL. Smells so good. Perfume is by Chanel. It seemed like she the one, but only time will tell. Uh-huh. Take you there. P Fresh, King Day Chanel, 88 Music Group, Harlem in the building. You already know how we do. Huh? Oh, okay, okay. I gotta keep it going. They want to keep it going. All right, so let me see, son. Let me see, son. No hip hop and R&B. Yeah, coast on me. Cut from a different cloth from Daughter Reed, from Harlem, Stickle Flip, a quarter key. Yeah. I might throw on a remix, take my do rag off, girl, make it see sick. Love peace style, my style's peace shit. Wanna smoke with us? Tell her roll up the weed clips. Call me fresh, cause I dress really decent. So fly might mess with the seamstress. Everything bought, taught, not the least whips. On resorts, I might take a few ski trips. Light an L, then I take about 3 sips. Leave you speechless, pull up in the V6. Hey, it's called Get It Poppin'.
Get it popping?
Get It Poppin', yeah.
Them shit sound, that sound like fighting words.
You know what I'm saying? That's a good and bad thing. Let's get it poppin', baby. Uh-huh. What you drinking? Let's go, let's go. Boss. Jesus, peace, lay on my torso. Giving your girl mixed signals like Morse code. Fresh. Keep coming with more flows. More handle than Iverson with the cornrows. Just bought a house that was foreclosed. Ain't no question, that's why they checking my wardrobe. Yeah, and we checking you out too. Baby girl was something about you. Tell your friends, yeah, they can come out too. Tip the bartender, bring me around too. Hey. One time for your mind. See, we got the 88 vibes, baby. You know, sometimes they
88.
88, that's the year we was born, you know. So we try to show these young cats how we was swagging it back in the 80s, but now it's in 2020. I think 88 was the best year. Like, you know, that's when Michael Jordan won the dunk
Yeah.
contest. That's when, Rich Porter was getting money. You know, Harlem was Harlem. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody from Harlem won the dunk contest, you said?
Now I'm saying Michael Jordan. 88.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that great the goat. The goat. My fault.
Oh, I'm the GOAT. How you gonna say that?
Oh, see now we gonna have to pull up on the court.
This is crazy. Hey, yo, didn't you used to host a radio station or you had your own radio station?
Yeah, when I went to Howard University, I had a every weekend I had a 2 hour radio show where I would, play live people that's already signed. And people would call me up like, "Yo, Pete, can you play my music?" I'm giving people shout outs like, "Yo, shout out whoever called me in. I'm shouting
He
you
said
out
your
and I'm
grandma
playing."
did a number.
Tell us about that. How was that?
Man, I was dope. I felt like I was on 106 in Park, just in
Right.
college. You know what I'm saying? I felt like that was like it was kind of fame for me in college, but I just didn't have the bread at the time. But definitely was a great experience, I would tell you.
What
Uh,
yo, you went to Howard, man. You getting that real money.
yeah, HU, you know.
Only Howard I know is Dwight. Yo,
Ah, the white around
who
your lip.
who um how did what made that stop? Was it that you had already graduated? And what did you go to college for?
Well, I went to college for communications, and I studied business as a minor. And I didn't really know I was going to get on the radio. I just knew that I wanted to do something at Howard. I wanted to be known. Like if I didn't have a record deal, I wanted people to remember me. Like, yo, P was on a football team, or he was on a basketball team, or something like that. You know. So
Right,
for, for me to get on a radio and be like a broadcaster, like a hip hop broadcaster. That was kind of dope. You know, I was able to be myself and show my personality and show that Harlem swag. To the Howard University students. You know, a lot of people never seen that before, so it was cool. And it
right,
gave me a
right.
lot of confidence, and I'm able to speak. Whether it's on a broadcast, it's on a podcast, wherever. In person, I'm confident in how I speak because of my radio show.
Is there any artist that you hope to be able to do a song with, reach out to, unsigned? Just name a few unsigned. If it's some unsigned guys, name a few signed guys that you want to work with.
Mm, okay. Some unsigned hype. I would go with I got to go with the family. I'm sticking with the family. I would, like you mentioned earlier, collaborating with Keyshawn, and I know you a songwriter now, so I like to brush up some ideas from you. You know what I'm saying? See what you got on a low ski. You know what I'm saying? So I really want to do that. I want to collab with the fam. That's where my heart is. So I know that, nigga, I got some shit with the fam, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's different. But in terms of people that sign, shit, I want to collab with Davies. I want to collab with Vado. I want to collab with Jimmy. There's a lot, Harlem. You know what I'm saying? ASAP Ferg. You probably know Ferg.
I went to, you know what's funny? I went to school. I went to school with Daryl.
Oh, okay. See,
Yeah, I went to junior high with Daryl. Yeah, you know, a lot of
I
people
mean,
know him about Ferg. I know him by Daryl.
you see what I'm saying?
And I lived 5 blocks away. We was raised in the same hood. I live on 48th and Broadway. He from 43rd and Hamilton. That's 5 blocks away. My
That's right there.
my godmother's mom lived in his building
Yeah.
for years.
Wow.
Oh,
Small world. I figured either
I'm proud of
you
him
knew
though,
him
and I just wanted
or
to tell you I'm
something.
proud of you, man. I'm proud of the man that you become or whatever. Like I said, I always
Hey,
admired
man,
you
appreciate that.
because you was different. Like, and it was crazy as us being in the same age bracket. I got you by a year. Um, you you speak the '88
Yeah.
shit, saying uh a lot of people that probably didn't catch that. It was a metaphor. You know what I'm saying? Like Harlem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You
Come on
talking to
now.
Harlem, then you mentioning the dunk contest, but that was the year you was born. So so
Right.
like so
Right.
like you know what I'm saying? Like they like and I was born in '87, and I'm not
Discovery.
trying to investigate what was going on in '87 or whatever, right? Like I don't, it's not,
Right.
it don't like I care about what's going on right now and how I could process change now. But
Real
I'm
shit.
like I said, I'm proud of you because for us to be in the same age bracket, even though I never judged you, I never had a reason to judge you. It wasn't like you know, most dudes when you're not doing what they doing, you a lame to them. You feel me? Like, oh, he
Yeah.
ain't selling no drug, niggas a lame. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
Type
remember
shit.
that scene in Paid in Full where Rich had the car and he said I got $1,000 for every bump on your face.
Bump on your face.
And
Yeah.
and Dave Dash was like he's like, you need to get your man a pack. He hurrying back there, whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? Um but like I said, I've never shunned you or looked down upon you because you chose something different. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like I was always proud to say, yo, that's Cuzzo right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm proud of you. I still admire you to this day or whatever because like we came from the gutter. Like we came from the gutter, and you know what I'm saying? Little boys show up with excuses and grown men get the job done. You've been getting the job done since we was kids or whatever. And
Hey,
I
man.
respect that. Like I respect action or whatever.
I appreciate that, man. Word up.
Whoa. But
Always knew
we got like three
always knew
minutes.
like you.
I want you to
Oh, okay.
real quick just give a couple of shout outs and
Yeah.
tell people where they can find you at, how they can get in contact with you, how much you
Yeah.
charging for features.
Yeah. Well, that's negotiable. But yeah, I like to give a shout out to a few people. I'm gonna give you a couple cats in DC, not in Harlem. Though. Nah, in Harlem. Shout out to my little bro, G Money. You know what I'm saying, aka Giovanni Rims. When you see him, you already know what it is. Saint Nick, Saint Nick Projects was popping. Shout out to you know Big Ross. Shout out to Boss Staxx so have me on a dope show on the platform. King Keyshawn, Antoine, the whole fam. You know. But as for 88 Music Group, you can check us out on all platforms. Just type in 88. That's the year of
Just
the
type in
dragon.
88.
88 album on Spotify,
Okay.
on
And that's how
Press.
they get in contact with you for a feature.
Well, I mean, if you want to, you can hit me on IG. You know, send me a direct message. Fly personality.
What
That's my IG.
What's your your Facebook name show up or whatever? They
Yeah,
can
my
hit you on
Facebook
Messenger as
name.
well, right?
You can hit me on Facebook Messenger. You know what I'm saying? I'm also an insurance agent, so when you see that, that's a two part hustler
Okay.
right there. So be careful what you get. You know what I'm saying?
Now listen, I appreciate you, man. I love you, man. And
Love you too, man.
when when
Thanks for
when
having
when
me
you
on the
come
show.
back this way, oh, you in New York, matter of fact.
Yeah, I'm up here.
How long you staying in the city?
I'll be here till next week. Holla at me. Shit, nigga,
Till next
I'm about
week?
to get bottled. I'm about to. You said rose? Yeah,
Yeah. Only thing is, I get off work at 11 o'clock. We look. I'm gonna call your phone. We on the radio station. They about to be trying to find us.
yeah.
Hey, oh, yo, be safe. I'm about to call your phone.
Sit back.
All right, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. If y'all have any questions or comments, man, please feel free to hit the comment um thing below. Y'all got all of the information to get in contact with my cousin who's a dope artist, P Fresh or whatever. Y'all could definitely hit me on Messenger and let me know how y'all feel, and what can make the show a lot better, man. For y'all being the audience, for me being the host. Thank you, man. God bless y'all. Have a good night.